My name is Konner Pierce. Currently, I'm a senior in GIMM. Outside of school and work, of course, the classic, I'm a really big gamer, but then I also like to do things like rock climbing. I'm also really into skiing and then mountain biking. I'm really big into Skate 3, and I'm really big into Valve's new game Deadlock. I started working for GIMM Works about a year and a half ago. I worked my way up from a peer mentor and then got into GIMM Works as just a normal Unity developer. And then from that, I went and was able to lead a couple projects, and then currently I am the project manager for GIMM Works. So I oversee kind of all of the active projects. The very first project that I worked on at GIMM Works was the Make-A-Wish project. So it was basically a young man approached us and through the Make-A-Wish Idaho Foundation, and they wanted us to make him his dream game basically. So I got to be in the planning stages of that, build that out, and that was really cool. That's actually on itch right now. And then past that, I worked on a big water consciousness project, doing a bunch of really cool Unity WebGL stuff with 3D. And then after that, I worked on a thing called Microchip Makers. And what that was, it was two parts. I led both projects. It was a 2D Schoolhouse Rock style animation. You can just look it up. It's just called Microchip Makers on YouTube. And then the other portion, Microchip Makers VR, is a basically VR simulation, walking through kids the process. They get hands-on with it of going from sand to a little CPU chip. And then similar thing with the animation. The animation is just a lot more abstract and kind of gets a more high-level view, and they get hands-on with it in the VR portion. And then the other project that I am working on until I graduate is the big fishing game project. And then for that one, of course, I'm the project manager on that. It's basically 9 different hunting scenarios, making sure people are safe for hunter safety training. It's for 12 different states across the US, and that one is really, really cool. And then I guess I've also dabbled a little bit in a project for the Idaho school districts across the state. It was funded through the Department of Homeland Security. That one is called IdaGEM, and I've been working as a project manager for that. That one's part website. The kids go through, they sign up, go through the website stuff, and then there's actually a full game that they can play to learn more about Idaho, do interactive activities, quizzes, kind of stuff like that. So that's kind of my projects, a little overview. Cool personal projects. The first one would probably be my interactive game that I made my junior year of GIMM. So for that game, it's basically a VR rage room. You have full physics hands, so you can actually get into just this little room that I have. You go punch stuff and destroy it, and the actual game meshes and stuff will break in the room, and it's really, really satisfying. I have swords and stuff in there. One of my play testers actually had their significant other play it, and using the sword, he actually hit their coffee table so hard that for a solid 10 minutes, he thought that he broke his hand. So it was pretty immersive. One of my other favorite personal projects that I've worked on, just personal stuff, is a little game jam game that I made called Temporal Tides. And that's a game that's actually on itch.io right now. You guys can go play it. But that's basically a game that me and a couple of the other peer mentors at the time for GIMM made in 7 days. And then the theme for that game jam was paradox. So you're basically, there's a black hole above you. There's other versions of yourself coming down. We decided to go pirate theme. So you're on a little pirate ship, you got cannons, and then all of the other versions of yourself mirror all of your actions. So if you shoot your front cannon at this angle, they'll shoot their front cannon at that angle, and you're able to get double points if you have them shoot each other, and then just you get a normal amount of points if you shoot them. But that one's really, really cool, and there's also a secret ending inside of it. So if I'm not working on dev team stuff, I'm kind of doing 2 things right now. So for one of them, currently I have an internship as a project coordinator at a company here in Boise called Web Markets. So through that, it's really, really cool. It's a great experience. I basically just do project management for them and then oversee all the different stuff that they're doing, whether that is like building out blogs. They have like a magazine called Totally Boise. So I help all of those members get organized with all of their tasks and all of their stuff that they got to do for the day, the week. And then also helping out the devs staying organized as they're making like websites and stuff. And then the other big thing I'm kind of working on right now is, well, we'll see where it ends up, but right now I'm just trying to get like a playable game loop for it. It's basically a game using the Quest 3 hand tracking and then AR pass-through. So you're going to be able to place your base and then an enemy base down on a table, and then enemies are going to come from the base, and then you basically got to use your hands and then like punch, pick up, and like throw, swipe around, and then just defend your base. And I also, if I ever have time, I want to put in like a bunch of cool like abilities and stuff. If you do like certain hand gestures with enough points, you can like do really cool stuff. That's kind of what I've been working on right now. So my future plans are either going to be, I kind of want to just continue down my path currently and kind of go on more like the project management side of stuff. I really enjoy like helping and dealing with teams and making sure that they're organized and being more on that side of things. I feel like that's something that I have a lot of strengths in and that I'm really good at and can help teams kind of be successful. If project management doesn't end up working out, then I really want to go into the XR industry and work on VR training simulations. Whether that's for like companies, government stuff, just really anything. I'm really interested in that space as well. But my favorite part about being on Dev Team and working for Dev Team is probably all the people that I get to interact with on a daily basis. Of course, like the experience of being able to get all of this development, like real world client experience under my belt is really awesome. But just coming into work every day, really looking forward to it the night before, being able to like check in with everyone, see how they're doing, kind of chat with them for a little bit, catch up with everyone. And then honestly, just working with some of the best people in Idaho. I really love just doing cool shit with cool people, and that's what Dev Team's all about.